Dzień dobry Państwu.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year. The CV of the Prime Minister is very well known, and there is nothing more I can add to this. But I have a reflection on the context of the Prime Minister and his generation.
The Prime Minister's biography is well known. To the Poles here and to the Americans, you can look it up, and I don't have anything to add. But I do want to say something about the Prime Minister's generation and biography in the context of Polish history. This is a year of anniversaries, right? The 30th anniversary of the fall of communism and the beginning of the end of the Yalta Order in Europe. And Poland helped put an end to that order. It was an actor, not an object. The Prime Minister's biography begins in the time of the PRL, of Communist Poland. And his early life was associated with the opposition, as was the lives of many of the Poles in this room. Solidarność, Solidarność walcząca. Poland has transformed itself in 30 years. It was, in 1989, a poor country. It is no longer a poor country. It has, since April 1992, had 0 months of recession. It has had steady growth, varying from a low point of, I believe, 3% up to 7 years of 7% growth. Those are Chinese levels of growth. And the Polish economy reflects that, and the Polish Prime Minister's time as a banker reflects the growth and sophistication of the Polish economy. It is not now recognizable. That old, poor Poland, which was strong enough and committed enough to our common ideals to make its revolution and make it stick, gave birth to a modern European country. And so the Prime Minister is well suited to lead Poland at this time because of the Poland that has emerged 30 years after the beginning. Now, this conference reflects new and old at the same time. What is new, as Damon suggested, is that the Polish economy is large enough and sophisticated enough that it can build on the former tradition of Polish cryptography and emerge as a leader in both cyber industry generally and, I hope, a leader in the development of a common Western policy to deal with some of the problems which have emerged in the cyberspace recently. That's new. What's not new is, and I might as well say it, the threats in the cyberspace from Europe are not, do not hide behind a cloud of anonimowości. They come przede wszystkim from Russia. I mean, we all know it. Somebody has to say it. I might as well be the first. My country has found out the hard way that while we may not be thinking about dangers from Russia, Russia is thinking about us. And we came late to this party. The Estonians in particular scratched their heads in 2016 and said, well, it's about time you all woke up. Now, they were more polite, they're Estonians, but that's sort of what they meant. The Ukrainians have been suffering from this for some time. So is Poland. I do not doubt that what Russian disinformation actors are doing in American society, taking existing social tensions and doing their best to exacerbate them by playing both sides, is what is part of the standard Russian playbook these days, and I suspect in Poland. The policy challenge, or a policy challenge, is to come up with options to combat this and other cyber threats, acting within our common traditions of freedom of expression and the rule of law. Easier said than done, but that is a necessity. Tomorrow I'll be on a panel discussing this, but I suspect it will be a theme. It is a pleasure to be working with the Prime Minister and his government. It was my pleasure to have worked with all manner of Polish governments from the very beginning, and there were many of them, and they were, as people here know, of all kinds. Liberałowie, prawicowi.
The liberals, the right wing, all kinds of coalitions of all kinds of political parties. The beer party, there was one. AWS, Peace, the platform.
Government advanced the common cause of freedom and of Poland in a united Europe, and a Europe united in common cause with the United States. And the Atlantic Council is proud to be carrying this tradition forward. Na rzecz wolności waszej.
For your freedom and our freedom. Thank you so much. And Prime Minister, I'm very grateful to be able to talk to you.
It is the Prime Minister's turn. So, Panie Premierze.
Prime Minister, the floor is yours.